Good afternoon, everybody. It's the Happy Highlander here. I've got you sat on a tree stump so I can sit over there on another tree stump, and we're going to talk about a Marcus Aurelius quote. It's really good. You will have heard it before, but in a different way of being said. And Marcus Aurelius, he expands on it, and I'm going to try and expand on his expansion, if that makes sense. Right, we'll go over here. Just come down the Loch Side for a walk. So we got one of those days when you can't be bothered going to work. I'm having one of those days. I didn't get to sleep till the early hours this morning, and so I didn't wake up till late. I needed to tidy the house, hoover up and all that. And by the time I got that done, I didn't have a day's work in me, to be honest. I think I'm going through an emotional roller coaster ride with the eviction. But again, knowing these stoic quotes and this eviction sort of brought me closer to a study that I started just last year, really, about this time last year, with the stoic principles in life and how they can help you. And having these sort of stoic principles in like a mental toolkit, it's certainly helping me. The depression keeps knocking at my door, but I keep telling it to piss off. And I've got the voice and the strength to tell it to bloody piss off. So anyway, here we go. Marcus Aurelius says this: "Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours." That's fantastic. I mean, it's the old chestnut, you know, where people say, "Oh, count your blessings," but you know, this expands on it, and it's self-explanatory, you know. But look where I am. For me, you know, back to me. See, for me, living here and having this escape from sometimes when the depression's knocking at the door, I can just come for a walk here. You might have just heard a wee car go by there. That's because it's so close to the road. It's 20 yards that way, and that's the road. And my wee van's parked into a wee parky bit up there, 200 yards. And I've walked down here, got some driftwood, lit a wee fire, got a smashing wee sheltered spot. We've got a an east-northeast wind, so it's quite cold and choppy today. So I managed to get myself tucked into a wee bit here, light a wee fire. I've got my flask, I've got my flute, I've got my tobacco, I've got my pals on the other side of this. 734 of us, including me. So thank you very, very much. I'm amazed. You know, 5 weeks ago there was 24, 25 including me. And I'm just going to get myself a coffee. So thinking about this quote from Marcus Aurelius, you know, if you feel a bit that way, you know, like I'll tell you a wee story. I used to think my wife was quite materialistic, my ex-wife. I used to think she was quite materialistic, and it was her big birthday coming up. It was her 40th. And I was doing well. I had a good business then. I had a landscaping company, so I did. And I says to her, "What would you like for your birthday, darling?" She says, "Frank, nothing would please me more than a new car." So I got her nothing. Like that. So if you do feel a bit that way, have a look around you. Just, for example, here's an easy one. Get up off your bum right now. Get off your bum right now. That's one of my pals. He bibbed at the car, you know. But anyway, he recognised my van, sorry. So get up off your bum right now. Turn round and just for a moment look at your armchair in your front room. Just look at it. And then imagine you were one of these people caught up in one of these terrible wars around the world. How much all those people who have been made homeless, had their houses blasted apart, they've lost their family, how much would they crave your armchair tonight? Get up, turn round, and think about that one. Go up into your room. Say you live with your parents. I don't know how aged people are that watch these videos, but go into your room. Look at your smashing computer. Look at your smashing iPhone. Look at your bed. Look at your room. Look at everything you've got in that wee space. And that safety you've got. And the warmth you're going to have tonight in your bed. And then think about homeless people. Because there's plenty of them. There's plenty of them. And imagine for a second, put yourself in that position. Seriously, try and do this. Put yourself in that position of one of the people who are in the war situation. They don't have an armchair. Put yourself in a position of somebody that's homeless and winter's coming. Think about that. And then while you're looking at your bed thinking, I'm going to be sleeping in a nice warm bed tonight. I'm cooling the gang. You see, because then when you start to look at that, you start to want less. You want less because you appreciate what you've got. And that's the approach I take. You know, I'm thinking, like I said, you know, my head was a bit up my arse this morning, so right, well there you go. I'll go and get some soul food. You know, and already I feel a million times better. And actually, I feel 1,000,001 times better. In fact, no I don't. Here we go. I feel 1,733 times better. Because I felt 1,000,000 times better. And now I'm sharing it with my 733 pals on the other side of this wee smashing phone. I feel better again. You see, you know when they say a problem shared is a problem halved? It's right, because doing these things, they really cheer me up. You guys cheer me up because I get all your lovely comments and that. And some smashing things. There was a boy said to me that his name's Adam. I can't remember your second name, Adam, but he said I look like his granddad. And poor old granddad. So I messaged him back to say thank you, whatever. And then he messaged me back to say, thank you, Grandad. So I've even got a young boy at the other side of this phone that calls me Grandad. You see, look at that. That's no half cheered me up. I've got tingles. Adam, God bless you, son. You know half cheered me up. So count your blessings. I'll tell you what, and at the end of the quote, I don't think it's part of the quote. I think he's just sort of reinforcing something. Marcus Aurelius says, remember this, that very little is needed to make a happy life. Right? You know, honest to God, right? If I could buy this bit of land here, this say 40 foot by 25 foot, and put a wee shed here and live here, and have no electric in that, but just make it up and work it out, I'd be very happy, because that's very little, you know. And the less you have, the less you have to bloody worry about. Well, I hope that makes sense. I've got a wee can of soup in my bag there. And I might cook it on the fire. But I've got a pal coming up for dinner tonight, so I need to go to the shop and get some bits and bobs. But like I say, guys, thanks ever so much. But please think about this quote. You know, please think about it and just count your blessings, because it helps with anxiety. It helps with depression. You know, you don't want. There's no need in wanting. You know, be happy with what you've got. Count your blessings. You know, do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours. You can do the same when you eat your dinner tonight. You know, when you get your dinner, roll of smoke. Have a look at the food on your plate tonight. In fact, an easier one, before you even cook it, get up now, go into your kitchen and look at your food in your cupboards. And again, think about, you know, there'll be young mothers out there with 3 or 4 wains, and she'll open her cupboards and there'll be nothing in it. Or very, very little. You see? Do that. And then, you know, thanks and gratitude. This is a completely different study. But, you know, if you're into going down rabbit holes of fantastic study, look at the science of water. I'll touch on it briefly now. Look at the science of water. I'm telling you, it's absolutely fascinating. I did it years and years ago, and I've done it again and again because it's mind-blowing. See how close we are to the road? That's that Sebastian boy again. Aye, so back to the water thing. You know, most of you know that we are 90% water. So, when you say love and thank you to water, it changes the structure of the water. Water will always be H2O. It'll always be H2O, but the actual structure of it can change, the shape of it can change. If you've got the right looking device, and you say to a glass of water, it was a Japanese scientist, smashing brainiac guy that's done all this, and it's been confirmed. You say love and thank you to a glass of water, and then look at it under a smashing looking device, and then the water, the water itself looks like, this is tiny parts of the water, by the way, but it looks like a beautiful snowflake. It's got beauty and symmetry. Whereas you say to another glass of water, I hate you, right? And then you look at it under the same looking device, and it'll look like an ugly splodge of oil. No shit. No shit. That's one of the reasons that Christians pray before a meal. It's not that they're taught that. It's just, you do it. Because when you say love and thank you, you're changing the structure of the water. There you go. Think about that one. I don't know how I got onto that, but I did. See all my videos, unedited and unscripted. So I do my best. But we seem to be working it out together, don't we? God bless each and every one of you, and I hope you enjoy your weekend. I'm going to try my very best to do the same. I'm going to go and do quite a bit of work tomorrow because I need to catch up a wee bit. But there's no pressure as such. No pressure as such, but I need to get the money in. And then Monday, the tank, that's my Mercedes Vario camper van that I'm going to be living, for those of you who don't know. That's going in into Glasgow for the MOT. So, wish me luck. Alright guys, I'll have to walk over there and turn you off because I don't know how to work my editing stuff. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you got a bit of something out of it. You know, because for me, some of the comments I'm getting off people, these stoic quotes, they're helping people. People are saying that it's just what they needed at the time, and you know, all these smashing things. So for me to be a part of helping somebody along the way is an enormous blessing. You know, when I read these comments, I get tingles, and one or two of the comments have put tears in my eyes. So, God bless each and every one of you. Right, cheery bye. Oh, I'm getting stiff, I'm getting bloody old. Right, God bless you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheery bye.